Hey guys, so this morning I'm going to do a review that I was supposed to do at the weekend, hence why it's quite dark in here and it's like nearly 6 a.m. so I'm doing this before work, but that's alright. So the first book of this year I finished about a week ago now, but like I said, I've been meaning to get around to doing a review because I want to try and be consistent with all my reviews this time and try and do, if not weekly videos, then like, fortnightly, or just try and review every book that I read, and be consistent with what I post and when I post it. But yeah, Teri is one of my favourite authors. She writes not much fantasy like what I usually read, but like YA suspense usually, but they usually have some kind of like twist. So I don't know if you've ever read an author by Sue Mackenzie. She's got like not thrillers, I suppose they are kind of thrillers, like YA thrillers, and she's done adult ones as well. So she's got similar writing, similar sort of stories. But I love Teri's books. She's got quite a few series, like the Slated series, the Contagion series, the Book of Lies on its own, Mind Games series, and there's one that I'm currently reading the sequel to, which is a mermaid story with like pollution and climate change sort of themes and all that. And the second one's called Red Sky Burning, which I'm currently reading now that I've read this one. Because I thought, I'd go straight into another Teri book, which I've had on my shelf for absolutely ages. But yeah, so Scare Me, this was my first book of this year. I am also currently reading Iron Flame, but I'm listening to it on the audiobook, so I'm just sort of listening to it before I go to work, so I might have a review of that one up soon. But yeah, Scare Me. So this book, I really enjoyed it, again, as I always do with Teri books, and I knew I would. Look at the cover, gorgeous, isn't it? So it's got ghosts in it, so there are lots of ghosts. So I'll let you know the blurb. It's called The Past Can Haunt You. Liv can't get on with her life, not as long as the ghost of her twin sister is a part of her that no one else can see or hear. Echo can't rest while he searches for the truth about his mother's death. Believing that with fear will connect them to the ones they lost, Liv and Echo begin an increasingly dangerous game, a game that risks everything. But how far is Echo willing to go to uncover the truth? And will Liv trust her senses before it's too late? So she has her ghostly twin sister sort of like with her all the time. She was never born, or she died at birth, sort of thing, and like her spirit has always been annoyingly at her side, talking to her and like appearing in mirrors and things like that. Which is kind of sweet in a way, but probably quite annoying when you're a teenage girl and you're trying to do everything yourself. Because her twin sister likes to sort of take over her body every now and again and like experience things, in life, like through her. She kind of gets in the way of some of her friendships and relationships, and so then she's at this graveyard visiting her mum. Not her mum, sorry, her sister's grave. Her mum doesn't even know about all of this. She's been keeping it to herself, but I suppose it's probably a very difficult thing to talk to like family members about, I'd imagine. So she did tell her mum when she was little, like, I've got an imaginary friend and her name's Molly, which is the name of the twin sister. But I don't think her mum ever believed it. She's probably just thought, oh, she's just being a child, like, or she, yeah. But yeah, so really sad sort of like themes, but kind of sweet in a way. Liv's friendships are really nice, like, to listen to watch as they grow. But she's at this graveyard and she sees this boy, and his name is Echo, and he's the other character. And then you have his point of view as well, so you learn out more about what he's trying to do. He's been trying to find out about his mother's death because there was a car accident and his mother supposedly drove over a cliff, like, with him inside, and he's just not sure why she did it, or like, and he's hoping that she would never have done that intentionally. I don't think you really know what happens. There may be a sequel, I don't know, hopefully they will. It felt a bit like a standalone, but there may be more points coming. But yeah, really good read. Lovely 2 points of views, with lots of like ghostly stuff going on, lots of like cool dares that are quite keep you on the edge of your seat, like wondering what's going to happen next or how it's going to plot out for them. But yeah, just a really good read if you like YA, if you like suspense, and that sort of stuff. Give this one a try, 'cause it's really, really good. Oh yeah. 5 stars.